So we'll play a game in which you guys should guess a song title. So we will reveal a part of its lyrics verbally by sound, and you guys have to guess what song it is, what is the title. Drop your answer in the chat box here, guys. So May, let's do a little trial, a little example of how this game works.
Okay, sure.
Great, I think I'm bad at it. It's okay if you're bad at it. Just go, right?
Yeah, just like play it for fun. It's okay.
Okay, so this is the example, you guys. Guess a song, yeah.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Can you guys hear it?
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear it. It is
Once more,
twinkle,
yeah.
twinkle, little
Twinkle,
star.
twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
So, did you guys get it? Okay,
Obviously.
Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Good job, you guys.
It's just an
Okay,
example,
so
guys. It's easy.
we're going to start the game. So be ready, okay? Be ready. This is the first one. Make sure you guys open up your ears, okay?
Yeah.
Wait, okay.
Tastes like strawberries on a summer evening and it sounds just like a songy want more berries and that summer feeling, it's so wonderful and warm.
Wow! Wow, they got it.
Yeah, they got it. All of
Yes,
them.
it's Watermelon Sugar by Harry Styles. You guys are good.
I'm also not good at English songs.
Okay, let's move on to the next one. This is maybe this one is quite confusing, but I know you can.
Now look at you, now look at me, look at you, now look at me, look at you, now look at me.
Did you guys got it?
Yeah, they
Oh,
got it
oh.
since the start.
Yes, this is How You Like That by Blackpink. Good job, good job. Shall we move on to the next one?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, be ready. This one is an old song, you guys, so make sure that you
You know the
open your
song.
ears. Yeah, you maybe can Google it if you want.
Every sha-la-la, every whoa-oh-whoa-oh, still shines every shing-a-ling-a-ling that they're starting to sing so fine.
Anyone?
No.
Anyone?
No, not yet.
No, it's not Beatles. Yeah, that song.
Yeah, someone got it. Yes. Yesterday once more.
Yay, guys. I think only one got it.
Yeah, only one.
Yes, Carpenters.
Yeah. Can you
Great,
play it
okay.
again?
Oh, you want me to play it again?
Yeah.
Just to make sure it's right, yeah.
Every sha-la-la, every whoa-oh-whoa-oh, still shines every shing-a-ling-a-ling that they're starting to sing so fine.
See? You got it now?
Yes. They got it.
Mozart.
Only two got it.
Okay, let's move on. This one's the last one, you guys, so make sure you answer it right, okay?
Ooh, I see you every time and oh my I like your style you make me wanna cry and now I beg to see you dance just one more time.
Yes, it's Dance Monkey.
Oh, mình puyeng.
Good job, guys. Good job. I hope you're warm enough now to start the session, right, May?
Yeah. Okay.
So let's move on to the core of the session.
Okay, so I think the game is like a little bit tricky to me. And then I hope that all of you guys are already awake after this And I don't know how many songs did you guys get it correct, guys? How many songs? Okay,
Okay,
Kalista, I think we move on.
yes. So for this session, you guys, we have the Student Advisory and Support Center team right here with us for the Who Am I session this afternoon.
Yes, and we would like to welcome Mr. Muhammad Fijar Rodo Akbar as the counselor of the Student Advisory and Support Center.
Hello,
So, sir,
everyone.
yeah, the spot is yours.
We start now.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm. Good afternoon, all freshmen. Binusian 24, all freshman leaders, Deputy of Campus Director Bu Irma, Pak Hari, Mbak Ulan, Mbak Tere, and other SSC staff, also other Binusian staff, and everyone, welcome to this presentation. By the way, how are you keeping today? Are you happy? Well, I hope that you are still enjoying all programs in FYP and become more excited to be BINU students. Well, first of all, I think I need to thank you for coming here. And let me start by saying a few words about my own background. Well, my name is Muhammad Fijarato Akbar. You can call me Fijar for short. I work as a counselor in SASC, Student Advisory and Support Center of BINUS University International. Well, SASC is a supporting unit in BINUS University International. We provide assistance and support service for students in both academic and non-academic aspect. I think that's all. And in the end of this presentation, I will introduce all staff of Student Advisory and Support Center so that you can be familiar with each one of us. Without further ado, let's get started. And before going on to the main topic, which is psychological well-being, I'd like to give you an overview of it by discussing a topic that is actually closely related to psychological well-being, which is mental health. Let me share my screen first, okay? Can you see it all? Okay. Okay, psychological well-being. Moving on to our to the overview. Anyone know what is mental health and why it is as important as our physical health? And then when can you say that you are mentally healthy? Yeah, according to World Health Organization, mental health is defined as a state of well-being, a condition of well-being in which you guys realize your own potential. You also can cope with your normal stress of your life. And also you can work productively and fruitfully. And of course, you are able to make a contribution to your communities. Physical health. Well, there is a clear correlation between mental health and physical health. And the balance should be taken in favor of one over the other. Because our body and our mind should not be taught as a separate, because our body is a whole. Let me give a simple explanation. Mental health plays a major role in our life, in our ability to maintain good physical health, and in reverse, a mental health concern affect our ability to participate in healthy behavior and to remain physically well. That's why mental health also is as important as physical health. And then when can you say yourself that you are mentally healthy? Basically, if you are free from any psychological issues, or from any pathological disorder such as major clinical disorder, acute stress, schizophrenia, psychosis, and other mental issues. It means that you are mentally healthy. Well, in relation to our topic today, as we know that a good level of psychological well-being is associated with a good mental health. Okay, now, what is actually well-being? Well-being is the state of being happy, a condition of being healthy, a condition of being comfortable about ourselves, and a condition of being prosperous. And there are many types of well-being. First of all, life skill, and then physical well-being. Physical well-being is like your ability to improve your functioning of your body through healthy eating, good exercise habit. That is a physical well-being. And social well-being. Social well-being is our ability to communicate, to develop meaningful relationship with others, and maintain a support network that help us overcome our problem, overcome our loneliness. And then there is intellectual well-being, and then and environmental well-being. How responsible are we toward our surrounding, toward our environment? And we have emotional well-being, spiritual well-being, how religious are we? And then occupational well-being, that is our ability to pursue our interests, our value, and in purpose to gain meaning, happiness, and enrichment professionally. So yeah, there are many kinds of well-being. And there is another well-being that is actually important and relevant for you as a student and as a colleague and as a collegian and as a teenager in today's society. The reason why the topic of psychological well-being is relevant to you as a college student and as a teenager zaman now. Well, because many of us has experienced or even will be experiencing any events that may cause the mental issues, such as, family relationships, and then peer relationship, and then perhaps traumatic experience, or being exposed to unhealthy coping mechanism, and then you got trouble perhaps in your school. This one will be exam pressure. This one you will be experiencing later on. And then assignment, a lot of assignment, projects, teamworks, transition to new school. Transition to new school could be really stressful for us, especially for those who are not able to generate a coping mechanism, a good coping mechanism. The reason is that when we were senior at high school, everything is structured. Because you just simply go to class, then the teacher will taught the lesson to you, and you just simply listening to them. And subject has been arranged. The environment is quite structured. But in university or in college life, that is completely different, because the environment is more unstructured. You need to determine how many subjects that you will take in a semester, how many credit that you want to take in this semester. Yeah, college life requires you to have a good management skill, a good time management, requires you to be more independent. Okay, moving on to our topic. What is actually psychological well-being, and why is this so important? Simply put, psychological aspect of human being and psychological aspect of human and well-being, we put together like how well are we psychologically? Yeah, at the most basic level, psychological well-being is quite similar to other terms that refer to positive mental status, such as being happy, such as being satisfied with our life. Well, in many ways, it is not necessary and helpful to worry about the fine distinction between such terms, because if you say that you are happy and you are very satisfied about your life, you can be pretty sure that you have a good psychological well-being. Yeah, as simple as that. That's why now I want to ask you again, are you happy today? Are you satisfied with your life? Are you happy with your life? Do you have any problem? Yeah, make sure that you are happy today. You know, psychological well-being has two important keys. The first one is that the extent to you experience positive emotions and feelings of happiness in your life. That's one. The extent of your happiness and your satisfaction feeling. And second key is how this experience, how this positive feeling, how this happiness, how this satisfaction bring the meaning and purpose in your life. There are two key of psychological well-being. Why psychological well-being is matter? Why it matters? First of all, you need to know that mental issues are common, and it could be happening to everyone. Perhaps it already happened to you. Perhaps it already happened to your family member. Yeah, it could be happening to any one of us. And then mental issues are on the rise among teenagers now. Not only in Indonesia, but also in the global. Yeah, even every country has released that their teenagers in each country are having mental issues. And then mental issues also are on the rise among college students. Yeah, actually it is understandable because as a college student, as a university student, you will deal with many problems. You will deal with intellectual, social, and psychological transformation. Meaning it is actually a process of maturity, but then not every one of us has a good coping mechanism. Not every one of us has a good support system. That's why such a life transition could be even more detrimental for them. Other thing that may be the reason why mental issues are on the rise among college students, you know, it is the time and financial constraint that affect positive learning and performance. Without a doubt, during this global pandemic, everything seems to be uncertain. And that uncertainties and among us, among family members, could incite other problem, which is mental. It could incite a stressful situation. It may lead to depression as well. Another thing that become the reason why mental issues are on the rise among college students, you know, excessive exposure towards social media. That's why it is highly suggested that you could have a detox from social media. I mean, try to restrict yourself for scrolling every day your Instagram account or even your Facebook account or anything else. Just try to shut it down for a couple of days. Just use it for daily communication. And then unrestricted internet content. This also could become the reason why mental issues are on the rise among teenagers and among college students. Also, why we need to learn about psychological well-being. Psychological well-being teach us the optimism and positive emotion. These two positive emotion has a function. It can reduce the risk of a heart attack. And then it taught us how to be more resilient, how to be persistent, how to cope with failure and anything. You know, there is old saying that happier people live longer. Yeah, that's why please be happy. And also, psychological well-being could increase our immune system. You know hormone endorphin. When we are happy, there is a chemical within our brain that release endorphin. Then endorphin make us happy. Endorphin could make our day better, and it could make our surrounding also better. Another thing is that a good level of psychological well-being is associated with quality of life, with good academic achievement, and as well as the success. Well, people who are having a good level of psychological well-being tend to be more involved with their society. They tend to be more connected with other people. They tend to be more connected with their peers, with their friends, with their college, and also with their family. Uh, Another one, psychological well-being, or people who has a good level of psychological well-being tend to be more environmentally responsible. And then they are experiencing better family and social relationship at their home, with their family, with their parents, with their boyfriend or with their girlfriend, and so on. Also, people who are having a good level of psychological well-being are more likely to be working or studying full-time, meaning they could be more focused on that. If they are employee, if they are student, they tend to be focused on that particular thing to achieving their goal. And then they are also more likely to recover faster from a wide range of chronic disease such as diabetes, and also it also could decrease the substance abuse. So yeah, people who has a good level of psychological well-being tend to find a coping mechanism that is not destructive for themselves. Alcohol, perhaps some substance could be a way to falsely solve their problem, but then it is not good, and that is not a good coping mechanism. And next, so what? After knowing this, after knowing that psychological well-being is important for us, so what? Well, by the end of the session, it is hoped that you gain an insight, you gain a knowledge about the importance of psychological well-being. And after exposure toward the awareness of mental health and the importance of it, the importance of psychological well-being, you could acquire the ability. You could acquire skill to what? To practice stress management technique. So yeah, by the way, you know that stress has two different kinds, a good stress and the bad stress. Good stress called eustress, and the bad stress called distress. Well, actually, stress is good for us. A sufficient amount of stress could help us perform better. However, when it comes really excessive, when it comes really acute, that is not good again. So if you find thing that is really stressful, as long as you are able to manage yourself and to cope with it, and you are able to manage that stressful situation, it is fine. But if you think that everything seems to be overwhelming, you need to find a professional, you need to find a helper. Come to your parent, come to your friends who are your support system. And then another ability that we have to begin by the end of the session is that you could become more resilient. You could become persistent. Well, you know that it is not about failing. It is not about being really sad because of failure. No, it is about how we bounce back from that failure, how we back on track. That's why psychological well-being teach us how to be persistent. And then ability to recognize our feeling and emotion, then talk about it sensitively. We could find our friends that we really trust. We could come to our family, to our parent, and talk about it. And then we are able to generate a healthy coping mechanism. There are many ways to cope with issues, to cope with stress, but the good way is coping mechanism that is healthy and constructive for you. Next ability that we have to begin is generating the emotion that lead to good feelings, feeling happy, feeling satisfied, and eventually achieve the goals. Okay, now moving on to aspect that is associated with psychological well-being. There are 6 aspects, which are self-acceptance, environmental mastery, personal growth, positive relationship with others, purpose in life, autonomy. I don't know if any one of you are already familiar with this psychological well-being aspect. Number 1 is self-acceptance. So yeah, self-acceptance is our ability to love ourselves unconditionally, no matter no matter what flaws we have, no matter what threats exist within ourselves, we love ourselves unconditionally. Self-acceptance also include our awareness of our strengths and our weaknesses. Well, we also realize our talents, our capabilities, and our general worth. Meaning, if we realize we are good at this subject, we realize that we are good at this particular subject, and we are not good at this subject, and we need to work on that. And last one, feelings of satisfaction with ourselves despite of shortcoming, despite of deficiencies, and regardless of what happened in the past, regardless of our past behavior and choices. And this is the true meaning of self-acceptance. Yeah, I really suggest that you try to love yourself, to accept yourself just the way you are. Meaning, changing ourselves for the sake of other people is something, something that you shouldn't do. You are beautiful, you are handsome, you are okay just the way you are. Okay, next. Environmental mastery. Environmental mastery is our ability to manage everyday situation and positively benefit from them for personal gain. It doesn't mean that we take it for granted. No, it is more like to using any opportunities that is existing within our surrounding, and we use it for our personal matter, meaning for our personal development. It is not that we become bad for other people. No, it is more to, using any sources for our personal development. This one is environmental mastery. Well, perhaps a question that might pop up during the assessment like this. Well, in general, I feel I am in charge of the situation in which I live. Yeah, something like that. Moving on to the next aspect of psychological well-being. This one is personal growth. It is our ability to face the challenge, our ability to manage that challenge that can lead to develop our skill. They can lead us to become a better person. It is our ability to develop. It is our sense to welcome new experience and recognize improvement in our behavior and in ourselves over the time. Some question that may be popping up during the assessment like this. I think it is important to have a new environment, new experience that challenge how we think about ourselves and the world surrounding. Next, positive relationship with others. It's really obvious. Our ability to engage in meaningful relationship with other friends, with other people, that include reciprocal empathy, intimacy, and affection. It is not about small talk like gossiping or chit chat about what the artist, about about the YouTuber or someone else. It is more to having an intimacy, having a good affection toward each other. Okay, after that, we have purpose in life. It is a sense of purpose or meaning in life and striving to reach it. I believe that every one of us has purpose in our life, be that is financial matter, be that it is a career related, be that it is a relationship, be that it is a religion affair, be that it is something more to giving contribution for another or anything. But everyone has a purpose in life. You know that people who has a good score in this aspect means that they have a strong goal orientation and conviction that lives hold meaning. Yeah, you know, sometimes people are wandering aimlessly without a purpose of their life, but you need to make sure that you are not one of them. You have your own purpose. You now become Venusian. You are admitted as Venus university student. I believe that you have your own purpose. Make the strategies to be flexible to reach that purpose in your life. And then after purpose in life, we have autonomy. It is the freedom to make our decision. Yeah, you know, it is also our self being independent to regulate our behavior so that we are able to choose whichever we want, to choose any situation and to choose future career that we want. Also, we are able to generate coping mechanism when we are become pressed by the social. Being confident in your opinion, even though it is become a little bit different from other, but you are still confident about yourself and about your opinion. That is the autonomy and psychological well-being aspect. Now, how to improve our psychological well-being? Well, there are many actually. But you need to know that psychological well-being is a long life process. It cannot begin instantly. Number one is you need to connect with other people. Try to reconnect with your elementary school student friends. Try to reconnect with your junior high school friends. Try to be more emotionally connected with your family, with your friend. As we know that we are in pandemic situation and we are supposed to conduct physical distancing, but it doesn't mean that we should be away from our emotional connection with other. Next is that we need to be actively pursuing our goal, actively pursuing our dream, and we need to keep learning. You can learn in any situation. You can learn not only from class. Classroom is a very small environment, a very small world that you learn theoretically. But in real life situation, that is the field that you can benefit from. That is the situation, that you can take the lesson from. And then be aware of ourselves, be aware of our surrounding, be aware from negativity, be aware of things that may hinder our goal, our purpose in life. Be aware of things that could bring harm. Be aware of things that could incite detrimental effect to your life. It is like becoming more cautious, not that become more paranoid. It is more like we need to be aware of everything. And then we need to, help others people. We need to helping other, giving contribution to other people, giving contribution to society is one of the most fulfilling and rewarding activity. One of the most fulfilling job. So when you help other people and they are able to reach their dream, they are able to reach their goal, the sense of that you are part one part who help them reach their goal, it is really fulfilling. It is really rewarding. And then exercise. It is really evident. Many research stated that exercise is one of good coping mechanism to fight against depression, to fight against any mental issues. And then how to improve psychological well-being, you can manage your stress. Yeah, as I said before, as long as you're able to cope with it, sufficient amount of stress, it's good, but if it is excessive, you need to find someone else to support you, or even to go to counselor, go to psychologist, so that you are able to generate your own coping mechanism through their help. And another one is that we try to build emotional skill. Emotional skills include how to become resilient, how to become persistent, how to become, how to become a people person, how to have a good social skill, and something like that. The next one is positivity. Well, psychological well-being teach us how to be positive. Well, simply adapting positivity in our life is being a little more optimistic rather than pessimistic. Well, if we are optimistic, we can go a long way and work and wonders for our life. However, it doesn't mean that we should ignore things are negative in our life, because, yeah, something negative also is important. We need to be aware of that. And positivity here means that we should infuse a little positivity into our life wherever we can. But you need to know that positivity also could be toxic, could be a toxic positivity. When is that? If this positivity happening in very excessive and ineffective way, if it is overgeneralized, if it is across all situation, because of what? Because the process of toxic positivity result in denial, result in minimization and invalidation of the authentic human experience. Come on, we are human being. We made mistake. We have a problem. Yeah, we are flawed. We get jealous, we get angry, we get resentful, we get greedy, we get stressed, we get frustrated. It is okay to recognize this feeling because it's human being, because such a negative emotion is also part of our life. We just need to, allow them, recognize them, and then bounce back from that situation into the good one. Positivity here means optimistic emotion could lead us to be bouncing back from that situation. Okay, that's about, positivity. Now I want to introduce all member of SASC. As I said earlier, that SASC is a supporting unit in Buenos University International. We have many programs. We conduct various programs to support you during your study here in Buenos University. Well, SASC also has two main units, which are advisory, operation, and counseling. We assist students who has psychological issues related to both academic and non-academic that may hinder or interfere your study here in BINUS. Okay, I think I will start from the gentleman on the top slide of this presentation. We have here Pak Hari Kristopo, MS. He is the manager of SASC. Pak Hari, could you say hi to our freshmen, Pak Hari? That's Pak Hari, Pak Kristopo. Pak Hari also is a lecturer in BINUS University. The left side of Pak Hari, we have this cute lady, Miss Teresia. She is Advisory Operations Section Head. Ms. Teresia, could you say hi to our freshmen?
Hello.
That's Ms. Teresia. And then we have this beautiful lady on the right side of Pahari, Ms. Rosalina Wulandari. She is clinical psychologist and counseling section head, and she's also a lecturer in Business University International. Ms. Wulan, Mbak Wulan, could you say hi to our freshmen?
Hello, everybody. Nice to meet you. Welcome to Business International.
Okay, that is Ms. Wulan. She's actually my supervisor. Okay, now we have, we move on to this another beautiful lady here. A beautiful lady in black veil and strip dress. She is Miss Laila Asfiati. Mbak Ella, can you say your presence up?
Yeah, hello everybody.
Okay, she is Miss Ella Asfiati. Another lovely lady that we have, Miss Indira Kartorejo, Mbak Ira. She is advisory operation officer. Can you say hi, Mbak?
Hi everybody, please stay safe and healthy ya.
Okay, thank you. And this is me. I'm Fijar as counseling officer. You know, SASC has many programs including mentorship and then tutoring, and we also have counseling service. Mentoring is one-on-one guided learning. Yeah, there will be a mentor assigned to a student, and they will teach them particular lesson or particular subject. This one is especially only for students in semester 3 and upward. Also, we have tutoring. Tutoring is actually not so different from mentoring, but it is class-based guided learning. This one is not only for, luckily this one is not only for senior, not only for third semester student, but also for freshmen later on who are struggling with academic. And then as for counseling service, for you who need counseling service, as it is appointment based, you need to contact us. You need to contact us through this number. You can reach us through our WhatsApp, our email, our Instagram. Don't forget to follow our Instagram, okay? At @SSC_Senayan. And then, after securing the schedule, you will be given a link to access your Zoom meeting. Okay, please be familiar with each one of us because we are the one who will help you will support you in terms of academic and non-academic support while you are studying here in BINUS. Okay, now, moving on to the assessment, psychological well-being assessment. But before that, Pak Hari, Mbak Wulan, or SSC member, anything you want to deliver to our freshmen?
It's no for me.
Maybe Hari. I don't
know. No, I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mbak Tere? Oh no, okay. Okay, let's get started. This psychological well-being assessment will be taking around 20 to 30 minutes. That's why I hope that all freshman leader could assist their group to fill in this assessment. Okay, please be noted that this psychological well-being assessment is for a group, for a population. So if you think that you need a personalized psychological well-being assessment, and to the psychological well-being assessment, you can contact us later on. Okay, that's all. And before we start our assessment, I would like to say thank you, and I hope that you could benefit. You could go away from this learning session by insight that could be really helpful for you. Thank you. Moving back to MC again, to Kalista.
Yes. Okay, thank you so much, Kak Fijar, for the presentation, and team also, thank you for being here joining us. And don't forget, you guys, to scan the barcode and do the assessment.
Okay, I think I will copy the link to the
Yes,
chat box
yes.
so they can do the assessment directly.
Yes, thank you, Kak.
Okay, will stop my screen now.
Thank you.
Okay. So May, I think this is the end of our session this afternoon.
This is the end of our session now. And before we leave the meeting, we will have a documentation session first. So for today, documentation, it might be a little bit different from the previous ones. Since we have the BINUS TV, guys, so please, all of you, freshmen and freshman leaders, please turn on your cameras and wave your hands, maybe like around 10 seconds, because the BINUS TV will record us. So please wave your hand, guys.
Okay. So are you ready? BINUS TV is
Don't
ready,
forget
right?
to turn on your camera, guys.
Yes. You ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Yeah. Next slide. Can you give
Hold
the
on, yeah,
smile,
guys.
guys? 3, 2, 1. Next slide. Okay. Okay. Yes. Enough. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't forget to do the assessment right now. Okay.
Okay, you can all start doing the assessment.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much, Kak Fijar and team. Maybe we can give virtual applause to them.
Have you? Okay, hang on. Where should I put the link?
Maybe in the chat box.
Chat box. Okay.
Yeah, and all the freshmen can copy them.
Yeah. Where is it?
Oh.
Okay. Because I give only to Bu Irma. Wait, hang on.
Put it in the chat box at the bottom next to the participant tabs.
Yeah. May your ID name, what is it? Kalisa, your name?
FL_ASN. Maybe you can.
This one. Can you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I think Bu Irma also has sent it to everyone.
Yeah, I already put it there. Yeah.
I have difficulties to find how to chat all.
That's okay. I think problem solved. So okay then. Thank you Kak Fijar and team, Pak Ari, Kak Wulan, and the others. I'm sorry I cannot say it one by one.
Thank you all, yeah, and also thank you for our freshmen for participating until the end of our session today. And I hope you all are happy, healthy, and please stay safe, guys.
May and Kalista kindly remind all freshman leader to assist all member of BINUSian 24 to fill in this form, okay?
Okay.
So make sure each one of them are filling the assessment.
Okay. For freshmen, if you have any questions, you can just ask your FLs, or maybe you can contact SASC also. Okay, I think that's it, Yami.
Yeah, I think that's it.
So thank you guys for joining our session this afternoon. May you guys always be healthy. God bless you all.
Have a nice day, guys. Thank you.
Oh iya, teman-teman, sudah sesi foto kah sebelumnya?
Oh, tadi sudah sama BINUS TV ya, Kak?
Oke, baik kalau gitu.
Oke.
Tidak jadi kalau gitu, terima kasih.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you all.